Okay, getting started. We're just gonna say this is based around the Delhi NCR area. Okay. If you live in Bangalore, you live in Mumbai, you live in Calcutta, you have some elite burger place that I have forgotten to mention here. You need to understand, I have not had it, I have not heard of it. Right. These burgers, I've had them, they're relatively popular. They are present in NCR, except one. And I they are recognizable enough for me to have an opinion on them. All right. Now, we'll just get started. Straight up. First of all, now this will be controversial because people are very opinionated on this, but I'm going to put McDonald's in 8 here. I will defend it. I will defend it. I know some hardcore burger lovers are going to be like, what the hell? It sucks. McDonald's is not 8 year. Time to leave. Time to leave this video. This sucks. No, wait. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. There is a reason why McDonald's gets 8 here. Okay. McDonald's was one of the first burgers that was like available in this country. Okay, and it is bloody consistent. So if you and consistency will be a big point in this video. Okay, McDonald's right from its start. If you have had an aloo tikki burger, if you are like an older guy like me, if you had an aloo tikki burger like 15 years ago and you have it today, it is still the same taste. Okay, not all of the burger places can deliver that. It is an actual problem. I used to think, how hard could it be to make the same burger, right? You have the recipe, you know exactly how to make it, what to put in it. Just copy paste that forever and ever. You're going to deliver consistency. That does not happen. A lot of these burger places, they end up changing the recipes, making their shit smaller, or fucking changing it. Although it is a problem with one of McDonald's burgers, which is the Maharaja Mac. Any of the OGs between us, you remember the Maharaja Mac used to be a different burger. Today it's a different burger. They added jalapenos to it. They changed the recipe. It sucks now. It used to be very good. However, my core point being, McDonald's gets points. McDonald's gets 8 here because it is consistent. You can pretty much regularly get the same taste, right? You can get it in almost every corner of the country. You get points for that. Like all, there are some very, very good burgers in this tier list that I cannot get anywhere I want. I have to travel really, really far away, maybe even have to take a flight just to have that kind of a burger. That is not an issue with McDonald's. I can probably have it in Kashmir and probably have it in Kanyakumari as well. And that gets you points, and it'll be the same in both of the places. That is why. Also, I understand like McDonald's does change the size of its burgers. Like they used to be bigger, they're slightly smaller now. Shrinkflation will be a big point throughout this video, right? But I still say that it is kind of it's not as bad in shrinkflation as some of the other burger places that I'll bring up in this video. Okay. So for now, McDonald's is 8 tier. If you hate on me, you are most welcome to do it in the comments. Okay. Second, we're at Burger King right away. Yes. Ass burger. Absolute ass. Do not have it. I do not understand how these guys are in business. I don't understand why they continue to make the dog shit that they do. It is so bad. It is so bad. It is such a bad burger. So, okay. In pretty much all of these burger places, I have had their cheapest burger. I'm talking non-veg here. Okay. I've had their cheapest burger and I've had their most expensive burger. And that is my frame of reference. Okay, basically, what quality you deliver at the lowest level and what is the best you have to offer. Burger King on both accounts sucks. I've had their what United States of India or something burger. That is their best one, I think. I also had their butter chicken burger. They were so bad. Burger King is the only burger I have had which makes me want to cry after I've taken the first bite, and not in a good way. They are not tears of joy, they are just tears of sorrow. And it's not like it's a cheap burger either, right? It's not like burgers. I think when Burger King started, it used to be very cheap, but today it's like a fucking 150 rupee burger consistently. Like, I expect some level of quality there. If I'm having a McChicken, I know exactly what I'm getting, and it's a pretty decent taste. It's not good. You're never going to have a McChicken and be like, "Oh my god, that was amazing." No, it's just fine. But at least it's fine. I have a Burger King burger, and I just feel like, why am I wasting my money? It makes me think of my mother saying, "Ghar par khana hai." You are right, mom. I'm sorry for making us have this. Moral of the story: if you can avoid it, absolutely, without a doubt, avoid Burger King. And if you can't avoid it, still avoid it. I think you should starve. Do not have this ass of a burger. Moving on. We're at Carl's Jr. Okay, Carl's Jr. Not that popular, right? Not that readily available, but I think they're still expanding in India. Although they're pretty decent, I'm going to put them in B tier. The reason being, so Carl's Jr.'s expensive, like decent offerings. I've had their onion ring burger. I found it to be very unique, and it was tasty as well. It was reasonably sized. It wasn't small. It had a unique taste. I wasn't just having a frozen patty and cheese and sauce. It really tasted like something I hadn't tasted before, and it was filling. The quality was nice. I I didn't have it and go, oh my god, can't wait to have it again. But also compared to some of the pretty trash options available otherwise, like the mediocrity that is the average burger, it was pretty fine. Although I sense the irony here, I'm placing it right in the middle and calling it better than the mediocrity. But I don't have it in me to put it in A tier. I think McDonald's still kind of edges out above Carl's Jr. Although we're just starting out, we are going to see, like by the end of this video, if Carl's Jr. might get an upgrade. Okay, moving on. Carl's Jr. fairly decent. You really can't go wrong. I think you should try it at least once if you've never had it. Burgerama is an S tier burger. I will defend it. I know a lot of people do not like Burgerama. I will defend it. Hear me out. Hear me out. Burgerama has very good taste. Very good taste. For this, I can for sure say if you have McDonald's and then you have Burgerama, you are going to feel a massive amount of difference. It is it it frankly cannot be compared. Burgerama has its flaws as well. I'm putting it in S tier, but it does have flaws. I will talk about the flaws. The burgers are small. They used to not be small. So Burgerama is kind of a premium burger place. They charge you a fuck ton of money for your burgers. I don't think there's a burger cheaper than 300 bucks in Burgerama. But the taste is very good. I used to have a Burgerama burger and it was very filling. Today, if I just order a single burger, I never feel full. I know that the sizes have kind of shrunk, but the prices are still relatively the same. It used to be an expensive burger place. It's still an expensive burger place. And for the taste it offers, it is also kind of difficult to locate. I don't think they have a lot of branches. I might be wrong about it. The last time I had Burgerama, I had to go and find it. But overall, I think you should absolutely have it. Absolutely try it at least once. Don't ignore it. Okay, next. Again, the list might change depending on where we are by the end of it. KFC is a C tier burger. No, you might end up on D tier KFC. I'm still making up my mind. KFC is a C tier burger. The reason so their highlight, their peak burger used to be the Zinger. It still is. The Zinger used to be very decent burger. When it came out, the Zinger was a big fat fucking burger. It wasn't a cheap burger. I think the Zinger launched at 150 or something, maybe 100, I'm not sure. But I remember when it came out at launch, I had it. I went to a KFC and I had it, and it used to be a big fucking burger. They had a proper thick ass piece of chicken, thick ass piece of fried chicken. And once you had it, you would be full. You would not be looking for anything else to eat, right? Today, the chicken in a okay, the chicken in the Zinger burger is A, not as fat as it used to be. Trust me, I know. B, so anytime I have a Zinger, anytime I order it, I always feel like it's been prepared with a lot of hate. There's not a lot of love in it. Like the sauce is not, the mayonnaise is not spread evenly. The lettuce is not there evenly. The burger is never centered. The bun is kind of falling off on one edge or the other, right? The buns themselves either feel stale or weirdly cooked. It and at the end of it, I am not as full as I used to be. I know for a fact that the sizes of the pieces of chicken have definitely shrunk. Definitely. Anyone who's a seasoned burger eater, who's had this thing, a zinger for a while, right? For years, they can tell that the size of the zinger has changed without a doubt. I do not recommend KFC, but if you are hungry, I understand. You should still go and have it. If you are next to a KFC, if you can't find an alternative, yeah, sure, go in. Their snacker also, I feel, is a very small burger, but the taste of it is pretty decent. So this is one reason why I haven't put KFC in D tier. The snacker is not bad, and this is a point that will cause trouble in the future because almost every other guy, every other restaurant in this list that sells burgers, that sells cheap burgers, right? Their entry point, they taste garbage. Absolute garbage. All of them have frozen patties, that those McCain standard ass chicken patties, and they do nothing creative with it. They will just use their own sauce. They will have one onion or tomato in it, and a dry ass fucking stale lettuce. It almost always sucks. But the snacker, I feel, is not at that level of bad because it has been a while since I had a snacker, but the patty I think is still a proper fried chicken patty. It's a small burger, no doubt, but strictly on taste, not that bad. Okay, next. Next, we're going to Akuz. I have only had Akuz in Defense Colony. I do not know if more branches of this exist. S tier burger. S tier burger. No doubt. If you haven't had Akuz, you need to have it. Akuz is an expensive burger, right? I think it's like 400 bucks a burger at the time of recording, but it's damn good. Like their best burgers have a unique taste. They are filling and they're not very big. And I'll come back to this because some of the burger makers in this list have huge, massive burgers. Akuz is not that, but Akuz has a unique taste. It actually feels delicious. The sauces, the fucking ingredients, right? You have that chicken or lamb burger, it's going to feel like that is fresh. That is fresh. You are going to feel that it is fucking juicy. Juicy is a real thing that burgers used to have. Pretty much every burger that you could maybe have 10-15 years ago was juicy. Today that is not the case. So Akuz, I gave a lot of points to Aku for having that kind of a amazing taste that is unmatched. Right? Akuz is still not my first recommendation in premium burgers. We'll get there. But if you haven't had a burger, if you haven't had Akuz, right? If you like a good burger, right? Do not miss out on Akuz. Definitely, without a doubt, it deserves at least one visit from you. Okay, next, Whataburger. Whataburger is fairly common, especially on delivery platforms right now, and it's a solid C tier burger. The reason why being, anytime I've had a Whataburger, after having it, I just feel bland. Like, I don't feel like, wow, I've had an amazing burger, and I also don't feel like, holy shit, this was ass. The case with Burger King. So, I just kind of have it, and it makes me go, ah, okay. It's filling. I'll give it that. Like I don't know the names of their most expensive burgers, and their patties are pretty, uh, like just bland, tasteless. And I think they mostly use frozen material only, but it does taste fine. And but the size is not small. I respect them for that. If you're gonna ask for $200 for a burger, but it's like a reasonable, double tiered burger or like sizable burger, the ingredients don't feel stale to me, then it's fine because I'm full. If I was still like, if I wasn't full, we are going to get to that issue, by the way. Expensive burgers that don't make you feel full. That is a very real problem. Whataburger does not have that problem. That is the only reason why it's not in D tier. It is bland taste that you get a decent amount of quantity for. Okay. So if you are hungry, you can definitely order from Whataburger. If they have offers going on, yeah, sure, have it once. I don't think you're going to want to have it again. But like for the offers that Zomato and Swiggy offer, those half off kind of a things, you should definitely try it once. Form your own opinion on it. Burger King, okay. Part of me really wants to put it in D tier. Okay. I'm confused between C and D here, and I will tell you why. Okay, for now we'll put it in C, but it's like right on the edge. It really wants to go D tier. Okay, Burger King used to be amazing. Like if you would ask me 10 years ago what I would give Burger King, I would give it a solid A rating. The reason? The Whopper. When it came out, the Whopper was fucking unique. Okay, you could not get a char grilled patty easily. I'm sure you could get it. I'm sure there were some elite restaurants offering it. I had not had it, and at the level of convenience Burger King offered, it was amazing. It wasn't even very expensive, and it was a big ass burger. That is one thing I give points to Burger King for. Even today, the what they call the XL Whopper now, it's still a big ass burger. Like the one burger is going to fill you up. The quality of that burger has gone down substantially. Oh my god. Okay, pay attention to this fact if you haven't already. Maybe sometime recently you had Burger King and you just went, this feels off. You can't really put your finger on it. And since the size of the burger is still the same, you might feel like, I'm not sure what's going wrong here. It is over salted to fuck. It is such a salty burger. My god, I can feel gallons, like fucking liters and liters of sodium going inside me anytime I eat a Burger King ka Whopper. And it didn't used to be this bad. I don't know what changed. Like, did some CEO with high blood pressure have the Whopper and be like, oh, I can't taste the salt in this? I don't understand why they changed it. It used to be a pretty solid burger and now it's just so salty. Again, I'm really not sure if I want this in C tier or D tier, but I also fucking hate the rebranding. Their previous Burger King logo was so cool, and now it just looks bland and garbage. Okay, pretty much anyone watching this has had a Burger King burger. Okay, I'm sure it is so common. You have to have had it. You might have opinions on it, but I'm sure they're not good ones. Like, even if someone is a fan of Burger King, no, I think they won't put it above B tier in this list. If someone is a fan of Burger King, they might be very upset with me putting McDonald's in A tier, but they won't put Burger King itself in B tier. Still, I stand on my opinion. It's a C tier burger bordering on D tier. And if there are better options available, like I would still say if you have a Burger King or Whataburger and a KFC in front of you, do not go to the Burger King. No matter what happens. It's not that good. Anyway, moving on. Next on the list, Wendy's. Wendy's is a DTO burger. I will not accept any comments on that. And I will defend my opinion. Okay, you know what? Wendy's is actually better than Burger King, so we'll give it that much, but it's still a D tier burger. I will tell you why. Wendy's used to be very good. It really did. So they had a burger. They still have it. It's called the Cheesy Native. Okay, it used to be their most expensive burger, and they did something really fucking unique with their burger. Wendy's had this thing. It still does, by the way, in a very small format, which is the problem which we'll get to. They kind of do their chicken patty, a very standard, nothing special chicken patty. On top of that is the veggies and all, then the sauce. But on top of that, they add like a patty of just mashed potatoes or boiled potato or something, a very thin patty of that. And then they close out the burger. The first time I had it, I thought, what the hell was I having? Wasn't even recognizing the potato patty thingy. And this is in a non-veg burger, by the way. But it really amplifies the taste. If you have it, you can tell there is something different going on in this burger. It's not a standard burger. And I give them props for that. This burger, this kind of prep is followed by a couple of their other burgers as well. Their what home style chicken burger, what they call it. It is also pretty decent because of this additional patty that they add. Now coming to the thing, the main issue here. This burger used to cost, I think, what 250, 275, maybe $300. Right? Sometimes even 350. And it used to be a big fucking burger. Like I'm telling you, the cheesy nader used to be a huge burger. You had one of it, you would be full without a doubt. Right? I'm talking a few years ago here. Now I realize that the main theme here has not become taste, rather how good burgers used to be and how it's all going to shit, which is an issue. Yay, yay, shrinkflation, yay. We love it. We are so happy that there is shrinkflation going on. But some places have done it worse than the others, and Wendy's is definitely one of it. The prices for burgers have not come down. The burgers have shrunk insanely. Today, if you have a cheesy nature, right, you're gonna enjoy a couple of bites of it, but it's gonna end before you know it. It's like the size of a snacker for which they ask full price. It Trust me, if you did not have it like years ago, but if you had it years ago, you will know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And if you hadn't, you're just missing out. Like the big ass burgers they used to prepare, they just don't anymore. I don't think the price point at which Wendy's offers its burgers today is justifiable. Absolutely not. They should be shut down. They should be closed up. Wendy's should not be allowed to function anymore. Absolute ass. If you are hungry and there is a Wendy's in front of you, go home, make an omelette, eat it, or starve to death. I do not recommend this burger at all. Moving on. Chili's. Chili's, not a burger place. I know you get a ton of shit there, but they are famous for their burgers and their burgers are pretty decent. So I'm gonna put them in ATO. Chili's has a few options that are pretty good. Again, I'm a little confused about A and B here, but Chili's is pretty damn good, right? Because the burgers are huge. Again, they're not cheap. I think they have like 300, 350 buck burgers, but they're always huge. And that is important to me, right? The quality is reasonable. It's not going to blow your mind. There is, I think the fried chicken burger that Chili's offers is better than the one KFC today offers. Maybe if you had to compare it 10 years ago, I don't think Chili's was here 10 years ago. No, I'm not sure about that. But the Whopper used to be, sorry, the Zinger used to be an amazing burger. Today it's dog shit. Chili's 10 years ago, pretty decent. Today, pretty decent. So, like, I kind of respect it. At least you've delivered on the quality of it. And Chili's is also available fairly easily uh, across the country. Like, in metro cities, anyway, you can get it. The taste is pretty good. I'm sure most of you have had Chili's. If you haven't, I strongly recommend have it. Like pretty much everything they offer I mean, not everything they offer, but in terms of burgers, they're very good. Right. You might disagree. I accept that, but it is somewhere between A and B, not lower than that. Like, I would not dare put Chili's on the same tier as a KFC, a Whataburger, or a Burger King. Moving on. Right. Burger Factory. If you don't know what Burger Factory is, I have had Burger Factory in Goa. I do not know if they have more locations. Right. Burger Factory is the only place in this list that is not in Delhi NCR at the time of recording. I really, really fucking hope they open one. But I digress. Burger Factory is the SS of tiers. It is the best burger available in the country right now. I can say it without any hesitation. Holy shit, they're so good, right? It's been a few months since I last had it. I don't know if they can maintain the quality, but I once had it like a couple of years ago. No, 3 or 4 years ago, and I had it last year. Both of these times they were amazing. This is a very expensive burger, just by the way. I think it's 400-500 bucks. It's not a cheap burger, but it will blow your fucking mind. Trust me, nothing else on this list compares. Though I don't know what they do. It's a greasy ass burger. Okay. You should know this. Do not eat this burger thinking, oh, it'll be something light, something healthy. It's not. It's big. It's delicious, it's expensive, but it is bloody worth it. This is one burger. I don't care where you live in the country. You should go to Goa not for the beaches, not for the nightlife, for this burger. Trust me, I wish I was sponsored to say this. I cannot believe a burger had this much of an impact for me. And I also understand the problem in the way me talking to you about this burger. Because the next time you have it, you're going to expect to blow your mind. You're going to set very high expectations and maybe come out disappointed. But trust me, I've had a couple of their burgers and they are amazing. Like, it is one burger I look forward to eating. It just any excuse I can end up in Goa, right? I mean it. The beaches are insane in Goa. Of course, it is a very beautiful place. The people are amazing and friendly. But this burger is the cherry on top of the fucking cake. You need to have it. You need to have it. If you are a burger fan, if you are a food fan, if you are just a fan of living in general, you need to put this burger in your mouth at least once in your life. Okay, I think I made my case. Moving forward, Louis Burger. Louis Burger, S tier, without a doubt. In fact, I will put it second on this list. Louis Burger, expensive, right? No doubt about it. Very expensive burger. I think their most expensive burger is like 600-700 bucks. But what Louis gets points for, it is almost so expensive that I deduct points for how expensive it is. Like, there is a limit, man. Tomorrow, if Burger Factory told me that they've started selling their burgers for 3,000 bucks a piece, no, I will deduct points. I will maybe put them in A tier or B tier. That's not normal. And Louis Burger is kind of like treading along that edge. They are they make damn fine burgers. Okay, compared to everything else on this list, it is a very good burger, and they also conveniently offer it. I know for a fact they're in Delhi NCR. I think they are in most major cities like Bombay, Bangalore, and all of those things. But it is a very good burger. It is an actually good burger, and it's expensive, but the quality of ingredients is amazing. The taste is amazing, and the size is amazing. They haven't shrunk their sizes. Almost everyone else has. Burgerama has this problem, by the way. Burgerama used to be a delicious burger that was also big, albeit expensive. Today, Burgerama burgers are delicious but small. Louis Burger has not made that trade off, and I respect them for it. I absolutely do. Okay, you need to have it. You need to have it without a doubt. If you are in NCR, if you are in any major city, Louis Burger delivers. Get it today. Right. The best part about Louis Burger is it doesn't have the burger factory issue of where you have to go someplace to get it. And the last on the list, good flippin' burgers. also S tier. Yep, no contest. Good flipping, very good quality. Very, very good quality. They're also relatively easy to get in metro cities, I think. And their sizes, the burger sizes are big. They're also expensive burgers, by the way, but the sizes of the burgers are big. And the taste, the quality, it's all very big. One burger. So if I had to say you could be full in one burger, I would recommend Burger Factory, Louis Burger, Good Flippin' Burger, right? All of these, Chili's as well, they're gonna fill you up in just one burger. You don't need the fries, you don't need the drink. That's all something if you want, you can have it, sure, good enough. Every other place on this list, one burger is never gonna fill you up. You need accessories, you need a second burger. So if size and quantity matter to you, definitely get from these places. If only taste matters to you, I really recommend Aku's and Burgerama. Beyond everything on A tier, right? A is okay because McDonald's, like I said, consistent quality and available pretty much everywhere. Right. There are points for this. I used to be the kind of guy that would have anything anywhere. I would just be like, oh, it's fine. Everyone's hygienic. Who cares? It only takes a couple of times when your tummy just hates you, you know, and you realize, oh no, cleanliness is a thing, and we should pay attention to how things are prepared, and we should care about our bodies. That makes you kind of be a little careful. So if you're in a kind of a newish place, you don't know what other place is good, you can always pop into a McDonald's or a Chili's. Chili's also pretty much fills you up. I highly recommend you should have Chili's burgers, right? Carl's Jr., very, very, very decent. Like I said, uh, they have kind of unique tastes. Like I don't go out of my way to have a Carl's Jr. burger, but I would also never like be like, oh no 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 no, don't have this. Okay, C and D tier though, I would put Whataburger before KFC. Yep, Whataburger is a very standard burger. Their only good thing I think is quantity because they are like at 150 $200 a burger. I wouldn't call it a cheap burger, but it's still not expensive. It's not in any of the categories of the S tier burgers. So you can have it. If you're just hungry, if you just want to be full without having to worry about any other thing, I think a Whataburger is fine. KFC onwards, things go really downhill. I do not recommend the Zinger. I do not recommend the Whopper. I definitely, definitely do not recommend Wendy's and Burger King. Though, just stop. Just stop. Please. Like, do not even offer it as a last meal to prisoners. But this is my list. This is my opinion. It is the best opinion in the world. Nothing else compares. Right? You are welcome to make your opinion. So this is called the Indian burger places tier list, right? You want to make it? Go on to your maker. I will put a link in the description. Have the burger. Have all of the burgers. Make a list. Let's see what you have to say. You can also tweet at me if you have some radical opinions like mine, or if you think my opinions are dog shit and yours are better. Sure, I will witness them. But I for sure feel this is a very good list. I want to make a pizza tier list after this. Let's see. And yeah, that's it. Okay, take care. Bye bye.